basketball game. Good evening, everyone. Mark Heller, Paul Higgins, and glad you could join us for all the action. Paul, we've got 18 NBA players who are going to be going at it big time, but first let's talk a little bit about the game. It's a charity event. Why don't you tell us a little bit how the whole game got underway?
Well, a couple years ago, this is the third annual Byron Scott charity event, and what Byron does is that they donate all the money, all the proceeds from tonight's events to the charity in Orange County, to different charities in Orange County. Last year, it was a great game. It's going to be a festive game tonight. Last year, they had pros and celebrities do the game. First half, the pros play the celebrities, and the second half, the pros play the pros. So tonight, it's all pros. We're going to see some outstanding basketball, probably a lot of shenanigans, a lot of slam dunks, and just a lot of exciting basketball.
And because you'll be seeing the exciting basketball with a lot of slams, we've got the Slam Jam Cam all set for you. Byron Scott, Michael Cooper of the Lakers, Kurt Rambis, former Laker, now with the Charlotte Hornets, who's a crowd favorite on hand, and of Reggie Theus. Reggie Theus is a player, excellent player. He keeps getting picked up by another team. He got picked up by the Orlando Magic in their recent draft.
He's moving right along with a lot of these guys. It gives them a chance to play summer ball. It's really a relaxed atmosphere. They get to go out and play. Even guys on their same team, they're oppositions, actually. There's some guys that play for the same team, and tonight they'll play against each other. But all in all, it's a really fun game. The fans get to come down and take a look at the pros right on the court. They come down and get autographs. They do all kinds of things that they're normally not allowed to do in a regular NBA game. So even though this is an NBA game per se, it's a lot of fun for everybody. And tonight it's going to be real exciting.
It's going to be a relaxed atmosphere. They're ready to play ball. They're saying, give me the rock, and we're ready to go. We'll be back with the continued coverage of the Byron Scott Challenge for Children charity basketball game after these messages.
There's something for all of you Saturdays. Tune in. One town, one woman, Border Town. Then the continuing saga of William Tell, Crossbow. And take a bite out of crime with Rin Tin Tin, Canine Cop. Then the heartwarming story of an immigrant Scottish family, the Campbells.
Something for all of you.
Fun-filled Saturdays on the Family Channel.
These days, a lot of drug deals take place in locker rooms. Unfortunately, a lot of these drug deals end up in a different kind of locker room. If you or someone you know has a drug problem, contact Habilitat. We can help.
Welcome to the Brett Event Center for the third annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children charity basketball game. Mark Keller, Paul Higgins, glad you can join us. Just to quickly go down the roster of both squads. For the red team, which is the honorary coach, Michael Nunn. Yes, that's right, your IBF middleweight champion of the world goes like this. Reggie Theus, Michael Cooper, Darrell Griffith, Armen Gilliam, Kelly Tripucka, Frank Brickowski, Jack Haley, and Erick Leckner. Meanwhile, the white team, which their honorary coach is Bob Woolf, the famous sports agent, their squad goes as follows. Mark Eaton, Dan Schayes, Gary Grant, Byron Scott, Reggie Miller, Corey Gaines, Cliff Levingston, Kurt Rambis, Sidney Green, and Bob Thornton. Paul, there's a lot of talent down on the court tonight. You can't say enough about it.
There's a lot of great talent, as you said, and what's going to be neat about that talent tonight is that these guys are going to be relaxed and they're going to be out here playing schoolyard basketball prime time here at the Brett Event Center. It's going to be fun watching them. Boy, I tell you what, these guys are tall. You know, we do high school games and college games. There's a major difference between college and pros. I mean, the size is just amazing.
Not only in height, of course, the obvious, the ability, and that's why they are the greatest players in the world today. We're going to have 4 12-minute quarters. You want to take a guess at what the final score will be?
Well, you know, last year it was in the hundreds. It was in the hundreds, I think around 120. I think you're going to see a real good game. These guys, you know, they've got the competitive blood into them, no matter when they play, where they play, who they play. So tonight, I think it's going to be a competitive game for fun, for a great cause, charity in Orange County.
And that's really what it's all about. As you said, Byron Scott, obviously the key man in getting the charity event underway, and it's one of those types of things in which everyone has a great time watching the ball game, but you're raising money to help children, give them the opportunity to lead a normal, healthy life.
That's right. These guys really know how lucky they are when people like Byron Scott, Reggie Theus, Reggie Miller visit hospitals in their local area. They go to the hospitals and they see the kids, and boy, they brighten up their day. I remember last year Byron Scott was talking in a press interview that we were doing at his hotel, and it brings tears to your eyes because these kids are so unfortunate. But when Byron Scott and these people do show up at the hospitals, that not only makes their day, but they remember for the rest of their lives.
And I think also a noteworthy fact is that players such as Byron Scott's nature, I mean, he's set for life financially, plays on a great team, the Los Angeles Lakers, and still he doesn't forget his roots, he doesn't forget where he's about, you know, he hasn't let it gone to his head, and he's still helping people out. He's a family kind of guy, he loves children, and sponsoring an event like this really shows how much that means to him.
Oh yeah, Byron Scott is a soft-spoken man, and he lets his ability do the talking on the court, and he lets his ability off court do the talking as well. He doesn't make a big deal about what he's doing. He gets all these guys, his agent gets all these guys out here, they have a great time, and not only does this is not the only charity game they have, there's more charity games. These guys go around.
We're ready for the introductions of tonight's starting lineup, and now let's take things over to center court.
feet 11 inches. with red trim. Introducing to you first on my left, at 6 feet 8 inches, weighing in at 225 pounds, a forward, originally from parts unknown, now representing the Charlotte Hornets, number 14, known to teammates as PH, but known the world over as Rambo Griffith. He's a forward from the New York Knicks, number 21. His teammates call him Hookhead Sidney Reed. Also out of the white team, white trunks, red trim at 6 feet 10 inches, and even 250 pounds. He's a forward from the Denver Nuggets, number 24, please welcome Danny Schayes. Also on the white team, white trunks, red trim, he stands 7 feet 4 inches, 295 pounds. He's the center for the Utah Jazz. His teammates call him Big and Beautiful, number 27, Mark Eaton. Also on the white team, white trunks, red trim at 6 feet 9 inches, 225 pounds. He's a forward from the Philadelphia 76ers, introducing number 22, Bob Thornton. Also for the white team, white trunks, red trim. He stands at 6 feet 6 inches and weighs in at a ready 185 pounds. He's a guard from the Indiana Pacers. He's a sharpshooter, number 25, Reggie Miller. Also from the white team, a teammate stands at 6 feet 7 inches. The weight 220 pounds is a forward from the Atlanta Hawks, number 10, known as Good News, Livingston. Also on the white team, white trunks with red trim at 6 feet 2 inches, weighing in at an even 180 pounds. He's the outstanding guard from the LA Clippers, number 23, known as BBG, Gary Trent. And with us from the white team, he stands at 6 feet 4 inches and even 200 pounds. He's a fine guard from the New Jersey Nets, number 11, Corey Gage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least from the white team, he stands at 6 feet 4. He's the manager of boxing's prospects of the year, Gabriel and Rafael Ruelas, and he's the president of the world-famous Ten Goose Boxing Club in North Hollywood. Welcome our special guest coach from the Red Team, He's the one and only undefeated IBF middleweight champion of the world, the coach of the weight team, Michael, second to none. Can we have the coaches come to ringside, please? Come to second court. Now, gentlemen, you know the rules. No kicking punches, no low blows, no rabbit punches, no biting, no kicking. Do you have any comments or questions?
This is the first time I go against Dan, and Dan, I'm coming to get you together.
Hey, I'm going to stay on the sidelines for this one, Jimmy. Let's get out there and play a good game.
All right, may the best team win. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd like to ask you to rise to the singing of our national anthem. My pleasure to present to you, now stepping up to center court, 16-year-old vocalist. She's a student at the LA County High School for the Arts. Please welcome April Dawn.
Sounded like a boxing match, but we're ready for rip-roaring end-to-end NBA action. We'll be back with the tip-off in a moment.
I was getting in trouble. I was always trying to get out of things. My friends, they were the people that I got high with, or that sold the drugs to me. I was real servicey around them. Someone who would, like, lie for me, cheat for me, steal from me. And someone who would take the rap from me, and just about do anything for me, like a dealer, someone who was like that. That's the way the friend was to me. When I was on drugs. The definition of a friend when you're not doing drugs really changes.
A friend is someone who looks out for you and encourages you.
Someone who sticks closer than a brother.
It's a mutual understanding of caring for one another.
And sometimes when you feel alone, they're always there for you.
Someone that will love me for all of me, not just part of me, won't care what I look like or who I really am, just who people I hang out with just care about the real me, the real person inside.
A friend is someone who makes you stand accountable for your actions.
Take a stand, be a friend, no one uses.
Welcome back to the third annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children charity basketball game. We're ready to get things underway. And I'll tell you, that introduction sounded like we were going to have ourselves a boxing match this evening.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely got that kind of style. I don't think we're going to have a boxing match, but it's going to be a real good game.
Yep, to give you the starting lineups. The red team is Theus, Griffith, Gilliam, Tripucka, and Leckner. Give you the other team in a minute. Here comes the white team. Layup is no good by Grant. Rebound is put up, and that's no good. Armen Gilliam comes away with it for the red squad. There's Reggie Theus, the newest member of the Orlando Magic with the basketball. You'll see a high-scoring one. They'll feel each other out within the first minute or two of play. Tripucka is blocked. Oh, my.
Got our first foul of the game.
24 seconds on reset.
And they stop the clock. They stop the action to get the clock going again. There is a shot clock, but I don't think that'll have too much into play during the course of this basketball game. They'll be throwing them up.
24 seconds on reset. 12 minutes.
Typical NBA rules, 24-second shot clock. We have 4 12-minute quarters. Just underway, we have no score. Red team with the ball. The jumper is up on the baseline, no good. Rebound by Mark Eaton. He's with the Utah Jazz. Here comes Byron Scott. Pulls up the three. It's short. Running one-hander, no good by Levingston. Tripucka clears to Theus, intercepted by Scott. Now the red team's got a 4-on-1. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Theus, his jumper good. And the red team takes an early 2-0 lead.
Well, it took 1 minute, Mark. They finally got the first basket, a couple turnovers. But they'll loosen up, you watch.
Livingston with the jumper. It's no good. Loose ball, and the red team can't save it. The white team will keep the ball.
These guys might take a couple minutes to get used to playing with each other.
The white squad starters are Eaton, Grant, Scott, Levingston, and Rambis. There's Kurt Rambis, the Clark Kent look-alike. Jumper is short. Tripucka grabs the bound. He clears it. Armen Gilliam, and he's stripped by Rambis. Kurt, the crowd favored, along with Byron Scott. Gary Grant dishes off. The layup up and good by Levingston. And we are tied at 2.
Showtime at the front of that set.
Oh, it's showtime. Also keep in mind we've got our Slam Jam Cam, so look for the white team in the first half as they'll be playing towards that court. Layup is good by Gary Baby G. Grant.
Yes, showed us a little rap dancing a couple minutes ago.
4-2 white team. The other way, jumper good by Reggie Theus, and he's got all 4 of the white team's points. Reggie played his college days at UNLV. We'll be throwing out some NBA trivia during the course of the contest. We'll see how much you know about the players on the court this evening. Shot no good. Tripucka clears, and he gives off to Leckner. Erick Leckner, who played his college days at the University of Wyoming. This for 3. Yes! Oh, Reggie is hot. He's got all 7 points. And he's showing the Orlando Magic that they made the right selection.
That's right. He's been switched around a couple teams the last couple years.
Gary Baby G gives up top to Byron, over to Grant. Swings it down low to Eaton. His hook is up, no good. Loose ball, and Leckner's got the rebound. He clears, intercepted by Byron. Byron gives off to Grant. Grant to Rambis along the baseline, running one-hander. Rambis, his first 2, and we've got ourselves a 7-16. Off the turnover. Running one-hander is up and good by Gary Baby G. Grant. He's got 4 in the game, and the white takes an 8-7 lead. 9:14 to play in quarter number 1.
Boy, that Gary Grant is really quick. Just gets around these big guys.
Tripucka's one-on-one move, no good. Armen Gilliam running one-hander, no good. He draws the foul. Armen, they call him the Hammer, and he likes to play a real physical type ball game.
That's true. It's like I said before, they'll probably play as aggressive as they normally do. There's a little bit more showtime in it. Got a first foul shot coming up.
Armen, one of a number of players on the court tonight who played for Jerry Park, the Shark Canyon at UNLV during his college days.
He knows how to recruit him, doesn't he, out of Las Vegas?
Sure does. And Armen, who is a part of that Phoenix squad, a young squad with a lot of talent. You've got your young player Kevin Johnson, one of the best guards in the game. You've got veteran Tom Chambers. They look strong.
Even with a standing rebound.
Foul shot is missed. Scott's got the ball in the forecourt. 3-point circle. Gives off to Cliff Levingston of the Hawks. Down low to Eaton. He loses it, and Tripucka picks it up, and he throws it off Eaton. Kelly taking advantage of the 7-4 frame of Mark Eaton and the red team with the ball. We're tied at 8 apiece.
Remember those days with Kelly Tripucka back at Notre Dame?
Running one-hander by the Hammer is good and off glass. Armen Gilliam.
Armen Gilliam played in the game last year. He did a great game last year. He's back again.
Jumper is up, no good by Grant. Loose ball goes off the hands, and it will be the red team to take possession. They've got a 10-8 lead, and we've got 8:28 to play in quarter number 1.
Gary Grant and Byron Scott have a lot of same mannerisms.
Yes, good for 3. His second three-pointer, he's got 8 in the contest, and we've got a 13, check that, 13-8 now, red up by 5. Rambis, yes! Kurt with 4 points. We should maybe start taking a look at the shot clock and see what the closest is. It gets to 0. Whoa, three-pointer good by Darrell Griffith.
There's your answer to a high-point game.
Oh my! ABG with a thunderous 2. He's got 6 in the contest, and the red leads 15-12.
Thunderous 2 on the perfect alley-oop.
Oh my!
No traveling call there.
Nope, they're going to let him play today. Off the hands, and it will be red team possession.
Reggie Theus.
He knew he got away with one there.
He got away with one. Michael Cooper's coming into the game.
I think I hear a Coop in the house. He's into the contest along with Jack Haley, the man they call Surfin'. I gather Jack must be a Southern California guy with that nickname. Jumper is good, no good. Loose ball, Eaton clears. Here they go, get ready for the break. Grant to Levingston. Oh, he misses the jam. Red team comes the other way. Gilliam gives off to Theus. He's been hot. In and out. The rim doesn't treat him well. And it will be white team ball.
That was a three-pointer. He was 4 feet, 5 feet outside the three-point line.
Yep. That three-pointer in the NBA of 23-9, they make it look oh so easy. Byron shot no good. Loose ball by Eaton. He clears. Gives to Grant. His running one-hander is oh, it's good. Baby Grant already with 8 points. He's putting on a show. Here comes the Coop man. Gives off to the Surf man. Haley, his layup is good. His first still. We've got a 17-14 game. Here comes the white team. Scott to Rambis. He's double-teamed. Loses the ball. Here comes Haley doing his version of surfing on the basketball court. Cooper, the Theus. Ball saved by Rambis. Picked up by Haley. Turnaround Jake. He's got 4. And we've got a 19-14 game, red by 5.
I'm just going to sit back and watch this one, Mark. You can't keep up with these guys.
We'll watch it. I talk quickly. We'll see how quickly. Coop for 3 now. Eaton clears. Gives off to Baby G.
See a lot of side.
Takes it to the hoop. Pretty little move, and he draws the foul.
There was our first boxing match there, huh?
Baby G, who dances, also does a nice little dance step when it comes to taking the ball to the hoop.
He does. All these guys have such great body control. No matter how tall they are, they've got great body control.
Cliff Levingston to inbound. Gives to Grant down low to Eaton. Gives a fake, and oh my! The Surfing Man gives the version of a slap on the wrist. And that will send Mark Eaton, the 7'4 man, to the foul line. Let's start with trivia time as you take a look at the 7'4 giant. Mark Eaton, as you know, played ball at UCLA, didn't play that much. Was not in the NBA originally. He was discovered by Frank Layden of the Utah Jazz. The question is, what was Mark Eaton's occupation when he was discovered before playing in the NBA? We'll let you mull that one over as Eaton makes the first of 2.
Any hints? Do we have any hints coming on, Mark?
It's in the automotive industry.
I probably would say he sold cars then.
I'm sorry?
Did he sell cars?
No, he did not, but keep thinking, and I'll keep on talking. Eaton throws up an air ball on number 2. Red team's lead's been sliced to 2, 19-17.
Well, we might have to go down the line and ask our stats man, Ray Diablo, what the answer is on that.
We might have to do that. Here comes Byron. We'll talk about a trivia question involving Byron a little later on. The jumper is up by Levingston, no good. Loose ball. Goes out of bounds. Baby G saves it. Gives it off to Levingston. Takes it all the way. Layup good, and he draws the foul. But Levingston has 6. He'll look to tack on point number 7.
White team has a chance to go ahead on the free throw here, Mark.
They sure do. Substitution. Darrell Griffith into the game, and he'll spell Reggie Theus. The answer to the question, by the way, is auto mechanic.
Auto mechanic.
Yes. White team substitution. Reggie Miller into the contest. Along with Sidney Green, Dan Schayes, and Bob Thornton will be replacing Cliff Levingston after the foul shot. We should talk about, we've got the Superman comparison in this contest. Bob Thornton about to check in. He looks like Christopher Reeve. Kurt Rambis looks like Clark Kent. Your Superman comparison.
A couple sitcoms, huh?
A couple of Supermen in their own right as NBA players. The foul shot was good, and we've got a tie game at 19.
Beautiful shot.
Griffith with 6 points, both are three-pointers.
Off the hands of Reggie Miller.
Let's watch Dr. Duncanstein. Now he pulls up for three. No good. Rebound is up and good by Frank Brickowski, who just checked into the contest. He has his first two. 24-19, Red by 5.
Good assist by Reggie Miller.
Jumper by Levingston is good.
Goes scoop the loop.
That's no good. Here comes the White squad.
You wonder how good a shape these guys are in.
Run away by Corey Gaines. He's with the New Jersey Nets. Bob Thornton into the contest. And he'll replace Cliff Levingston. 24-21. We still have 4:52 remaining in quarter number one. Alley-oop attempt no good. Here comes the White squad.
Tries the
Bob Thornton to Sidney the Hammer Green. Back to Thornton. Good.
Interesting note about Bob Thornton is you brought up Bob Thornton from UC Irvine.
He played his college days on this court at the Brenna Event Center. The jumper no good by the Hammer. Loose ball. Haley, his layup no good. Gets the loose ball again. Yes, off glass.
Jack Haley's days at UCLA a couple years back.
And Haley's got 6 points. He's with the Chicago Bulls. End-to-end action. The Hammer. Check that. Hammer head by Sidney Green. Sidney Green, the New York Knicks, who also played for Jerry Tarkanian at UNLV.
Got a lot of guys out here.
Sure do. Got, I think, 3 running Rebels playing today.
Beautiful inside move.
But it won't fall. Schayes clears it. Dan Schayes, the son of former Syracuse national Dolph Schayes. Jumper no good by Reggie Miller, and Armen Gilliam clears it.
Boy, that looked like it was in, didn't it, Mark? Right in front of us.
Losing the handle. Armen Gilliam. No. Rebound, no. Loose ball, red team. 26-25, red by 1. We've got 3:42 remaining to play. Quarter number 1.
Game goes quick in this nonchalant.
I've been getting carried away with the talking, but the action's been so good.
The action is great. I think to everyone here, they've got a sold-out crowd, it looks like, here at the Brenna Event Center.
We hear the first sound of air. First air ball. Coop with the rebound. He puts it in for his first 2 of the night. And you'll hear it from the crowd whenever Coop scores. 28-25, red by 3. Jumper is up, no good by Green, and Tripucka clears. Kelly out of the University of Notre Dame. Throws it away as he was looking for Cooper, but he had the right idea. Here comes the White squad. Sidney Green. Hello to Reggie Miller. Good give and go, but he can't put it away. Here comes the Coop man.
Double team on the Coop.
Haley to Griffith. His jumper. Yes! Griffith has 8 in the game, and the Red squad leads 30-25, 2:57 remaining in quarter number 1.
The biggest lead so far for the Red, 30-25.
Glad you could join us. Mark Heller, Paul Higgins here on Dimension Cable. Plenty of action tonight. Bob Thornton with the J won't go. Loose ball is cleared, and here comes the Red squad. Heading to the forecourt. Coop to Tripucka to Haley. Baseline move. No good.
Hey, if anybody wanted to learn a bounce pass on that one, did Kelly put one in there?
That's how you run the break. Reggie Miller dishes to Schayes. His layup good.
Trail man. Schayes saw the open all the way, Mark.
Schayes, his first 2 of the contest. Here comes Kelly Tripucka. Deep jumper. In and out. Rims out. Schayes clears. Gives off to Gaines. Ahead to Miller. Miller dishes off to Green. Running one-hander is up and good by Bob Thornton. He's got 4 of the evening.
Beautiful ball movement inside.
Jumper is up, in and out. Rebound fought for, and Schayes has it.
I think Schayes is really out here to play some ball. He's been all over the place.
Sure is. He's clearing the boards. The dish down low goes flying out of bounds. White squad will retain possession. Reggie Theus into the contest.
And he quickly shrank 30-20.
And he'll spill. Surfing Jack Haley. Jack showing the good tan, hence the nickname Surfing. We've got 1:55 remaining to play. We've got a 1-point game, 30-29.
Oh,
3-pointer good by Reggie Miller.
That shows you what Reggie Miller can do. That 3-point line, 3 feet out of the 3-point line.
Coop to to Griffith. He'll take it baseline. Running layup is good. And Griffith, with 10 in the game, leads all scorers. Miller's pass is batted, intercepted by Griffith. Griffith ahead to Theus, and he throws it away.
It's a track meet.
Yeah.
It's a track meet. Our stats man can't even keep up with it.
We're tied at 32. Don't worry, I got the stats. All taken care of. I'll call it. I'll keep the stats. Give me the rock. I want the rock. Loose ball, intercepted. White squad. Bob Thornton doesn't have it. Brings it up top. The jumper is up, and no good by Corey Gaines. Rebound by Hammerhead, and Hammerhead throws it away. That's Sidney Green.
You're seeing a lot of passes thrown away, but that's just because it's the type of game it is.
Oh, beautiful save by Theus. The Griffith rolling layup won't go. Schayes clears, gives off to Corey Gaines. Gives to Reggie Miller. They played together at UCLA. Saves up top. Sidney Green jumper.
This is an offensive game all the way. 32.
We've got 47 remaining to play in the first quarter. 34-32. White by 2.
Heads up, right in front of us.
Yeah, take a look at Sidney Green. Bounces it off the head of Schayes. Gives it to Schayes. His jumper, no good. Kelly Tripucka with the basketball. Gives ahead to Coop for 3, and it's way short. Picked up by Griffith. Loose ball. And we've got a held ball. 21 seconds remaining. 34-32. White by 2.
This quarter just flew right by. Full 12 minutes of basketball. Exciting basketball.
Oh, certainly plenty of action, and you've got to enjoy it.
Got an interesting note about one of our refs, Greg Willard. He's the youngest NBA ref ever that just threw up the ball. I interviewed him last year on my show, and 2 weeks after that, he got a letter from the NBA saying, don't ever do that again. Don't give interviews.
But you made him a prime-time performer. Jumper from the outside, no good. Here comes the white squad. Reggie Miller for 3, no good. It's cleared. Here comes the red squad. Griffith, he's got it as we're coming to the end of the quarter, and he can't get it up in time. We have concluded the first quarter of the 3rd annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children charity game with your score. The white team 34, the red 32. More in a moment.
Tradition continues. The 1989 U.S. Open Tennis Championships on USA, August 28th through September 10th.
Something for all of you.
Full court with U.S. Open Tennis on USA.
It only takes minutes to destroy a lifetime of memories. Don't let this happen to you. Give yourself and firefighters a fighting chance to protect your home this fire season. Create a defensible space by clearing away brush and grass to a minimum of 30 feet around your home. Then plant less flammable plants, such as ice plant, within this cleared area. For more fire-safe tips, contact the California Department of Forestry or your local fire department. And be safe. Not sorry this fire season.
Welcome back to the Run Event Center. You're taking a look at the Slam Jam Cam where they've been slamming them throughout the first quarter of this ball game. Welcome back. Just a quick first quarter stats for the red team. Reggie Theus had 10 points along with Darrell Griffith, 2 for Michael Cooper, 3 for Armen Gilliam, 2 for Brickowski, 6 for Jack Calley for the white squad. Eaton with 1 point, Schayes with 2, Gary Baby G Grant with 8, Reggie Miller 2, Cliff Levingston 9, Kurt Rambis, Sidney Green, and Bob Thornton with 4 apiece.
Boy, this was the hot one in that first quarter, wasn't it? It was really hot. Got right down to it. Great 3, you got a good 3-point shot and a couple inside 2-point shots.
Plenty of action as we begin quarter number 2. Tripucka gives along to the baseline, back to Tripucka. He fires for 3, and the jumper is good. And Kelly gets on the scoreboard. His first 3 points of the night as the red team takes a 35-34 lead. They're up by 1. White team with the basketball. Good give and go move. Running one-hander won't go. Rebound is put in by Markey.
You knew that was in. He's standing right there. No doubt about it.
And Mark with 3 points in the contest. 3 points away for Tripucka. No good. Layup missed. Rebound good. Armen Gilliam. He's got 5 in the game, and we've got a 37-36 36, 1-point lead for the Red Squad.
I think the refs out here are just keeping control of the game. They're not really calling too many fouls, letting the game ride.
No doubt. Byron Scott with the jumper. It's no good. Loose ball, and Armen Gilliam comes away with it. He's looking to run as he was a running rebel. Dishes off. Yes, layup is good by Tripucka. Kelly with 5. Ball coming in the last minute of play. Here comes Cliff Levingston. He's juking with his one-hander. Oh, almost puts it away. Quite a move.
That's some music to this, and this would be a great music video, huh?
I'm sure it would be, no doubt. Theus looks for the give and go, and it's stolen away. 2-on-1 break. Oh, my! Put it in the refrigerator, into the icebox, and Levingston in double figures with 11 points.
Well, I wonder if a slam jam got slammed on that one.
Oh, my. Here comes the Red Squad underway. Jumper is blocked by Eaton. He leads the NBA and blocks each of the last 2 seasons. Deep jumper is good by Darrell Griffith. We've got a 41-38 squad score with 10 minutes remaining first half. Jumper no good by Byron. Ball knocked out of bounds, and the red team will take over.
41-38, Mark.
3-point game. Red team with the squad. End-to-end action. Darrell Griffith, who played at Louisville, gives a Tripucka out of Notre Dame. He misses, and Eaton out of UCLA clears.
Fans are enjoying this. Basketball in Orange County, NBA basketball. Been reading a lot about that in the paper. They're trying to get something going. I'm sure everybody, a lot of people know that. Been following the LA Times Register about trying to bring an NBA team to Orange County. It's actually 2 separate markets in LA and Orange County, and people think it can be done. And by the looks of it, by the looks of this crowd, NBA could probably make it right here in Orange County.
Let's say they're off to a real good start. Running one-hander, no good by Griffith, and Rambis clears. And he just throws it away. Byron and Levingston looked at each other. Both thought they were going to take it. The ball just trickled out of bounds. Here comes the Red Squad. Reggie for 3. Yes, bullseye. Reggie Theus, he's got a total of 13 in the game, and he's got 3 three-pointers.
44-38 red.
A little gliding around there between Rambis and Byron Scott, former teammates with the Lakers. Of course, Kurt now with the Charlotte Hornets.
You know they enjoy playing with each other right now. Bring back some special times.
Reggie for 3, oh my! He's just putting on a shooting clinic.
It's like Reggie's ready for the starting of the opening season here.
Yep. Byron connects for his first 3. Reggie Theus! Oh, almost put another one away.
Go for it.
Eaton clears. ABG. No column for travel. You talk about the NBA growing. Last year it was Charlotte and Miami with new NBA franchises. This year it's the Orlando Magic and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So the NBA's never been healthier. Gilliam, good off glass. He's got 7 on me.
Where they get some of these names they're coming up with, you know? Orlando Magic.
Oh, I don't know. Tripucka saves as he comes flying into the box. Gives off to Griffith. His layup is good. 14 in the contest for Griffith. Oh, my! Baby G puts that one away, and he almost knocks the slam jam cam off Sing. 51-43, red team by 8. Surfing Jack draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. It's getting cool in here as the Coop Man comes into the contest.
Since leaving UCLA, Jack Haley looks like he's put on quite a pounds and looks like he's probably been in the weight room. Beat up a little bit.
Jack Haley of the Chicago Bulls. He'll be shooting a couple. He's got 6 points on the evening. The Red leads by 8. First one is up and good by Jack. He'll be shooting one more. We'll be throwing a little more NBA trivia coming your way in just a moment or two. This one will be about the Los Angeles Lakers. Shot is up and no good, and Rambis pulls it away.
I think Rambis brings a lot of just fun and excitement to this game. He's passing the ball all the way around.
Kurt for 3. In and out. Rebound Eaton. He slams it home for 2, and he had a barely jump off the ground. Mark Eaton, he's got 5. And we've got a 53-45 game with the red team up by 8.
Michael Cooper sporting his long socks attire there. Straps up to his knees.
Cooper, who played at the pit for the University of New Mexico, clears it. Here comes Grant. Oh, my! about it, you're pretty much just around the corner from NBA preseason coming up and the training camps opening up. The players playing a lot of summer ball, getting themselves in shape for the season. Three-pointer air ball by Levingston. Haley clears. And here comes the red squad. Rambis with the save, but gives it to the red squad. Griffith with the three-pointer. No. Brickowski rebounds, gives to Haley. In the three-point lane is running one-hander, no good. Loose ball play getting a little sloppy right now. Gilliam is blocked by Eaton. What a mammoth of a man at 7'4". He just clears above all others.
I think I come up to his belt line.
Gary Grant with another two. He's having a field day. He's got 15 points on the evening. Here comes Coop. He's on the baseline. He's double-teamed. Gives down low. Wholesale changes for the white squad coming up. Three-pointer is up, and it's good. Three-pointer for Coop. He's got 5 points. We've got 6:16 remaining to play in the first half with the red team leading 55-49. Wholesale changes being made. There's a look at Byron Scott. Let's talk LA Laker trivia here.
Okay.
Over the last 30 years of LA Laker basketball, only 6 players have led the Lakers in scoring in a single season. Name those 6 players.
Okay.
I'll give you a minute to think that one over. As Grant takes it to the hoop, his shot no good. Haley clears, he gives off to Cooper. Cooper dishes off to Haley. His running one-hander is up, and Surfing Jack misses. Rebound Brickowski no good. Haley fights under, and it's cleared by the white squad. Here they come. Sidney Green ahead to the forecourt. Sidney with the New York Knicks plays in Madison Square Garden. Gives off a layup no good by Bob Thornton. Green saves and then loses the handle. Reggie Miller and Corey Gaines into the contest as they replace Byron Scott.
I think I've got 5 of them, Mark. You might have stuck me on that 6th one.
And Gary Grant. Paul Seleme's got 5 of the 6. We'll see if he comes up with the answer. The shot is up, no good. Cleared by the white squad. Now stripped away, and the jam. Good by Jack Haley.
Lucky we didn't have our slam cam jam up there.
We've only got it on one side. The guys had quite a task in putting one up. They did a good job. Schayes with the ball. Heading to the forecourt. The clock down to 12 seconds. I haven't even had to look at the clock because of the end-to-end action. Jumper no good. Loose ball. Here comes Armen Gilliam. He's with the Phoenix Suns. Heading to the forecourt. Corey Gaines all over him. They give to Surfing Jack. He gives to Frank Brickowski. His layup is good. Brickowski of the San Antonio Spurs. Here we go one way. Thornton to Green. Layup. Oh, he misses the chippy.
Really
He picks it up at the three-point circle.
Reggie Miller, Will, 3-point shot.
In and out for Reggie. Brickowski comes away with it, and he clears ahead to Coop. Nice move by Coop. Oh, my.
Looking at some airtime there, Mark.
People talk about Cooper's defensive prowess, but he can take it to the hoop. Jumper no good by Thornton, and here comes Gilliam off to Griffith. Griffith running one-hander no good. Darrell didn't know what to do when he was up in the air. 2-on-1 break.
Reggie Miller.
Gaines to Miller to Gaines. Layup good. Corey Gaines, his first 2. He's with the New Jersey Nets.
As soon as it slows down, I'll try to give you the first 5 that I have here, Mark.
Okay. Gilliam takes it down low to Haley, and he jams it home for another 2.
Okay, here we go. Name 6. You're looking at the 6.
We're looking at the 6 Lakers over the last 30 years who have led the team in scoring. Take it away, Paul.
Got to get their general manager, Jerry West. Jerry West, just the recent retiree Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay. Magic Johnson. Of course, Byron Scott. This is a tough one. Maybe Will Chamberlain.
No, you were close. Let's see. You had West, Jabbar, Magic, Scott. Who else did you say?
I said Wilt, but I was wrong on Wilt.
Okay. We got West, Kareem, Magic, Byron Scott, and the 2 others. You go back to the days of the 60s and 70s. Elgin Baylor. Okay. And the last guy, he can be a little tough one, even though he's an excellent player. Gal Goodrich, who has played at UCLA.
Before my time.
That's amazing when you think about it. Only 6 players have led the Lakers in scoring over the last 30 years. That tells you how they have had some outstanding talent over the years.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's got a score of 65-54. The red leading the white with 3:24 left in the first half. He's These guys, some of them look a little bit winded.
Bob Thornton misses the first shot. He makes the second. And we've got a 65-55 game, 3:24 remaining to play in the first half.
You mentioned Coop the Loop. Cooper, defensive play. I can't forget the time 2 years ago.
This good.
Him defending Larry Bird in the finals. Boy, he just did a heck of a job and stopped Larry Bird. Lakers went on to win their championship. Cooper was a big cause of that winning because he held Larry Bird down on the offensive level, which he was just an outstanding player.
And that was quite a heated series. Inbounds pass intercepted. Here comes Sidney Green. His layup no good. Throws it to himself. And Sidney puts it in for two. Sidney, ever the showman, and you've got to be when you play at Madison Square Garden in New York.
That's a tough crowd, huh?
Sure is. That's where I grew up watching the ball, watching the Knicks. The likes of Walt Frazier, Earl Monroe, Dave DeBuscher, and Reggie Miller. Frank Brickowski has scored at the other end. We've got 2:39 to play in the first half. Red team by 12, 69-57.
He's going to put it up. Looks like it.
Reggie bombs away, and a rare miss for Reggie this evening. Here comes Sidney. Man they call Hammerhead. He puts up a deep two-pointer, no good, and Kelly Tripucka comes away with it. He clears off to Cooper. Cooper is intercepted by Schayes, and here they come on the break. Corey Gaines all the way. His layup is good, and Corey's got 4 on the evening.
How sweet that was.
69-59, 10-point game as the white squad creeps right back into it.
Kelly Tripucka.
Down low. Layup is good by Erick Leckner. His first two. He's with the Utah Jazz, playing his college ball at the University of Wyoming.
Inside 2 minutes for the first half.
Jumper good by Sidney Green. Sidney's got 8 first half points.
The score is 71-61. Red over white by 10 points.
A high-scoring affair, as expected. Tripucka for 3. He buries it. So Kelly's had a good hand. Kelly with a total of 8 points on the evening.
He's just such an excellent shooter, Mark.
Other way. Oh, Green misses the dunk. Schayes gets the rebound, and he puts it in for 2.
Slam cam. Reggie Miller.
Here comes the white squad. They're down by 11, 74-63. That's 3-pointer in anybody's ballpark.
It's a 6-pointer in my shot range.
Green for 2. Yes. Sidney showing a good outside shot. Struggled from the field last year with the Knicks. Hopefully he'll have the hot hand during the course of the 89-90 campaign.
Just inside a minute. 74.
Boom for 3. Yes!
Reggie Theus on the steal.
Theus! Yes! Oh my! And the red squad extends their lead to 80-65. 5 3-pointers for Reggie Theus, talking about the hot hand. Sidney Green for 2. No good. Rebound Bob Thornton. Shot no good. Here comes the red squad. They've got a 15-point lead. 26 seconds remaining to play in the first half. Tripucka just inside the 3-point circle. Gives to Coop. He buries 1 from 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound. Loose ball down low. Tripucka brings it up top. Takes a running one-hander. His shot no good. We're down to 10 seconds to play in the first half. Here comes the white squad. Corey Gaines ahead to Reggie Miller. They'll fly for 3. No good. Green with the rebound. Shot no good. And that will do it for the first half of play. It's the 3rd annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children charity basketball game with the score, the red squad 80 and the white squad 65. We'll be back with our halftime festivities after these messages.
He's going to wing it. Welcome back to the Bread Event Center at halftime. I'm Paul Higgins with Byron Scott on my right and Cooper on my left. It's a pleasure you guys took time out to be here. Byron, first of all, this has got to be an exciting event for you to come out here and do this every year.
Well, it is. You know, anytime you can get a bunch of pros together to come out here and join you in a benefit that you think is very worthwhile, and they come out and they support it as well as they have, you know, it's definitely one of the events that I enjoy doing every summer.
How do you like playing in Orange County? You got a sold-out crowd. Every year you have a sold-out crowd here. How do you like it?
Well, I think it's terrific. You know, I think the people in Orange County who don't get a chance to come up and see the Lakers in person, you know, they enjoy seeing myself and Coop and any of the other Lakers that we can get down here and play. So, you know, it's like a second home for me.
How are you feeling? You had that injury a while back. I know you've been asked that many times. How are you feeling now?
Well, that injury is almost gone. It's about 60% right now. I don't have a lot of strength in it right now, so that's what I'm working on, is getting the strength back and just trying to get it fine-tuned before training camp starts.
If you were to say something to the young kids out there watching tonight, what would you say to give them advice to stay in school or to stay away from some things that they're really having problems with in society today? What kind of advice could you give them?
Well, the advice that I always give kids is never put all your eggs in one basket. Never count on basketball to be your profession. Always have other different areas or other interests that you enjoy doing. And definitely the message with us in the NBA as well as myself and Michael Cooper is always stay away from drugs and stay in school.
Thank you very much. We look forward to covering this event every year. Thanks a lot. Congratulations on a spectacular game.
Thank you.
Michael, it's got to be fun to come out here and play with all these guys.
Oh, definitely, Paul. It's having a great time. Just want to do what we can to help the children. Want to thank Byron for having us down and to be able to play a game and still not be too competitive, because during the season, against some of these guys, you can't laugh and joke like we're doing out on the floor tonight.
So are you guys going you're not going full speed all the time, are you?
Well, what my main concern is my conditioning right now, so I'm looking to just get up and down the floor. As far as the moves that you do, it's just instinctual, so you just get out there and try to make it. But I think majority of the time we're out there going pretty hard.
I brought up the question about injuries. Now, what type of, how do you guys stay away from an injury? And if you do get hurt, it must be pretty devastating, but how do you stay away from an injury in a game like this?
Well, I think the most thing is that you have to play hard, because when you're playing hard, that's when you avoid injuries. When you start coasting and doing things that you're not accustomed to doing out on the basketball floor, that's what causes an injury.
I asked Byron what advice he could give to a youngster out there watching the game tonight to stay in school, to stay away from some bad things that are happening in the area. What advice do you give kids when you see them at camps and games like this?
I think there's 5 things. First of all, there's determination. If you stay determined to stay away from things, you can get through. Dedication, desire, discipline, and decision-making. All 5 of those things come into play, especially on the basketball floor as well as in life. And if they follow those rules, eventually they'll stay away from trouble.
That's great advice, and we really appreciate you stopping by. It's great watching you guys come out here and play basketball in Orange County. I hope you come back next year.
Thank you, Paul. As long as Byron's doing this, we'll be back.
Okay, great. Good luck this year. All right, we'll be right back from the Bread Event Center in UC Irvine for more of the Byron Scott charity basketball game. Thank you.
Everybody needs somebody out there that they can talk to.
A friend to me is somebody who doesn't care who you are, what you look like, or what your color is. It's just somebody that's there because of me.
My definition of a friend before, when I was using drugs, was someone who cared about me instead of drugs and wouldn't use me or wouldn't hurt me, but I never could find them because I can't be a friend when you're on drugs. Over a long period of time, I'm holding myself inside, and by using drugs, just helped me hide it more. So nobody really knew who I really was.
Most of all, it's like you have acquaintances and then you have friends, people that you can like tell if I can play anything to. Somebody who can open up and just like spill it all.
I wasn't by myself. There were other people that were looking for people like me.
No matter who you are, what you are, there's always people that are willing to help.
Take a stand, be a friend, and no one uses.
Welcome back to the 3rd annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children basketball game, where we're at halftime. The red squad leads the white by the count of 80-65. And Paul, it was rip-roaring action.
Hey, 15-point lead. It's going to be interesting to see if they come back. It was kind of nice to talk to Byron Scott and Michael Cooper, things they were saying about the young kids today, and that's exactly why they're out here doing what they're doing. Most of the audience is kids and basketball enthusiasts. I think they gave some great advice for a great cause. Thanks to Byron Scott and Michael Cooper for stopping by at halftime.
And that's exactly why we're enjoying this game. because of Byron Scott putting together, in which they're raising money for Children's Hospital of Orange County and the South County Community Clinic, along with the Samaritan Medical Center of San Clemente and the Byron Scott Children's Fund Limited. Quick halftime stats for the Red Squad. Theus with 21, Cooper 10, Griffith 13. Gilliam had a total of 7, 8 for Tripucka, 6 for Brickowski, 11 for Haley, and 1 for Leckner. The White Squad, Eaton with 5, Schayes with 4, Grant with 15. Byron had 3 points, Reggie Miller with 6, Corey Gaines 4, Levingston with 11, Kurt Rambis with 4, Sydney the Hammer Green with 10, and Bob Thornton with 5 points. More second half action. Now that we're halfway through the game, give me a prediction on the final score.
Okay. I'd say it's going to be in the 150s. I say 150.
The 150?
Sure.
Okay.
80 first half points. The guys are probably a little bit looser now. They've had a chance to talk to one another at halftime. And they probably just feel like, hey, let's just come out and have a good time, play some exciting basketball for the fans that paid the price to get in today. As you said, all the proceeds do go to charity, and they're going to get their money's worth tonight.
And I would like to apologize. I did make a mistake at the top of broadcast. It's Dan Goosen, who is the honorary coach for the Red Squad, while it's, I'm making my mistakes here on the coaches here.
Hey, it's our first basketball game in the summertime.
There we go. I know basketball in summer. Last month I did a football game in midsummer. I'm telling you, we got the sports season here all out of whack. But we are ready for the second half of action. You can see unity of the White Squad saying we're down by 15, we gotta come back.
That's right. You can see these guys, Kelly, Tripucka, they're out here having a good time. Smiles on their faces 90% of the time.
Armen Gilliam for 2 as he opens up the second half scoring. Red team up 82-65.
Oh, right back into Martin's face.
And Eaton puts it in for 2.
Surprise, I've got the basketball.
Eaton with the rebound. And he throws it away towards our end.
I've got a trivia question.
Shit.
I just thought of that one.
Okay. Try and stump the kid.
The new center. That could be Mr. Mark Eaton's opposition. Just got drafted by the Lakers. What is his name?
Repeat the question.
Okay, the new center for the Los Angeles Lakers. It would probably be the opposition for Mark Eaton from time to time this year. What is his name? They just drafted him.
That's a good question.
Okay.
Was he their first round pick?
I'm not sure which round. He's
give me a hint or two, because I admit you've got me stumped.
He's from out of the country.
Oh, is he the fellow from the Soviet Union?
You bet.
Okay, there we go. I knew he was from overseas. Talk about change of time zone.
That's right.
Sidney Green, good for 2.
So I gave you a question that I didn't know the real answer to because I don't know his name.
but I guessed the country correct. It'll give me half a point. I moved to the halfway bonus round.
I had to stump you one time, Mark.
And Byron loses the handle on the ball.
These guys are sporting some just brand spanking new tennis shoes. They're looking really nice.
This is the time to do it. You don't want to be working in new sneakers when the basketball season begins.
That's right. A lot of airs out here.
We have 10:23 to play in the third quarter. It's 85-71. The red team by 14. Here comes Byron Scott trying to bring his squad back in it. Good give and go.
Kurt Rambis is an assist man. He always has been, and he knows how to put it in there.
Three-pointer for Kelly Tripucka as they continue to pull it up. And we're at 88-73. Red team by 15.
Okay, Mark, your prediction on the final score.
It's both teams, I predict, will be in triple figures.
Okay.
I'm making a real tough call on that one.
What about a stats man, Ray? Do you have a guess on the outcome of the game?
Ray was just explaining he figures it will be an extremely high scoring affair. Mark Eaton to the foul line, the former auto mechanic at the charity stripe. I believe during the off-season, Mark lived somewhere in the South County area because someone told me one day they bumped into him while shopping at Ralph's in Dana Point.
I think he's out of Laguna Niguel. Not a far drive from right here.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me, we give a plug to the team of Ballpark Pizza who provided the pizzas for us, and I'd like to say hello to Jordan and Larry, friends of mine, who operate the Ballpark Pizza out of Mission Viejo. And thanks for the pizza, guys. I owe you one.
How about that?
It's showtime at both ends. And Sidney Green scores off a pass from Byron Scott.
The crowd's a little bit quiet right now. I think the players are going to add some showtime pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Got to keep the ball.
Eaton comes up with the loose ball to Byron. Watch Byron break loose. You can sense it. He's ready to go for it.
Byron and Curry at the other end of the court.
Reggie for three, a rare miss. Rebound, they give it off to Griffith. Running one-hander. The man they call Dr. Duncanstein, who played ball for Louisville, was part of that championship squad in the late 70s under Denny Crum.
It's great to come out to UC Irvine and see some of the best athletes in the world show what they can do with a basketball.
Yep. Tripucka to Griffith. Air ball. Eaton clears. Gives off to Baby G. Way to Rambis. Layup good. No. I'll tell you, even though Kurt Rambis is no longer a Laker, he has been the most popular person for autographs this evening. Kids just come up by the droves and he just keeps signing his name.
That must be a great feeling for Kurt Rambis. Like you said in the beginning of the game, kids got a chance to come down and meet the players, and they will after the game. And Kurt Rambis had probably attracted 50 to 60 kids by the time he hit the midcourt.
The Red Squad increases their lead off a Tripucka layup. And they enjoy a 13-point lead.
92-79 for the Red. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter.
And another bucket for Kurt Rambis, so he's starting to score. He's got 8 points in the contest. And I'll tell you, we've only had 5 foul shots made in this entire ball game. That tells you how the refs are just letting them play some ball.
The refs are probably out here trying to get in some shape as well.
That's true. Baby G for three. No. Byron's got it. Looks for Kurt, off his hands, and out of bounds. Some substitutions. Cooper and Surfing Jack Alley into the contest. And they'll replace Erick Leckner and company. 7:23 remaining to play in quarter number 3, 92-81. The Red by 11.
Nice inside.
Nothing needs to be said. Gary Grant, one of the many promising young players with the Clippers. Probably something worthy of note. Their first-round pick, Danny Ferry, decided he didn't want to play for the Clippers and signed for Europe. What's your reaction to that? I mean, do you think it was sour grapes on the part of Ferry being drafted by a squad that's been dormant, or do you think he's just holding out for more money?
Well, from what I understand, he's going to play with them in Europe for a couple years and then come back to the NBA. It's going to be interesting to see in a couple years who takes him.
And I'll tell you, the Clippers just have not had good luck between that happening with Ferry, as well as a lot of their first-round draft picks getting injured, of course, with Danny Manning last year. The Clippers have got to be wondering, how can we make the perfect match?
They're trying hard, and if they're going to do it, they're going to probably really have a good chance this year to make some move on the NBA.
Gary Grant with another bucket. And here comes the White Squad. They're down by 8. They've cut the deficit 95-87. Sidney Green no good, but he draws the foul. A little climbing around. Michael Cooper, Kelly Tripucka. And Michael showing us some shoulder action this evening.
Michael and Kelly. All these guys are friends. It was kind of interesting when I talked to Michael. He said, hey, we do a little bit of clowning around out here, and we do a lot of talking with the guys, but in the season it changes. They can't talk as much. Competitiveness is there for both teams. They're letting it slide a little bit tonight, but it's all for a great cause.
Wholesale changes coming up for the white team. A pair of free throws made by Sidney Green. Danny Schayes pointing out to his teammates what squad he is on.
He's on the white team.
Three-pointer is good. Kelly Tripucka. And for Kelly, that's 4 3-pointers on the evening.
98-89. Red over white. 6 minutes left. Third quarter.
wholesale changes. 98-89, the Red squad leads. 6:07 remaining to play in quarter number 3. So the next red bucket puts them in triple figures.
Reggie Miller.
Nope. Rebound Coop.
Baseball.
And Coop clears. Baseball pass to Duncanstein. He can't pull it in. But Schayes picks it up. And he'll give it to Levingston. Coop with a little hand action there, causing the foul, but Michael Cooper also, of course, one of the, probably maybe the best defensive player in all of the NBA. He's made the All-NBA defensive first team 3 seasons now.
By far, that is not a guess. That is exactly right. He's just a heck of a defensive player. And he, you know, like you said, he gets a lot of credit for his defense, but boy, on the fast breaks, can he get in there.
2 points for Bob Thornton. Coming the other way. Nice running move by Frank Brickowski. Brickowski might not be one of the more household names playing in this game, but he is a solid performer for the San Antonio Spurs.
The Red hits a mark of 100 first, 100 to 93.
3-pointer, no good by Duncanstein, and Schayes clears. Gives off to Corey Gaines out of UCLA to his former teammate Reggie Miller, no good. Levingston's running one-hander, no good, and here comes the red team.
Picture perfect play if Luda win it.
I wonder who has the ball.
Surfing Jack.
And Surfing Jack off glass. He's got 13 points on the evening. Red team leads 102-93.
Cooper looking down court. Little airtime on that, Mark.
Darrell with another 2, and he's put on a show for the crowd this evening. Cliff there showing you the shot without the ball. Reggie Theus into the game. He replaces Darrell Griffith. We've got 4:37 remaining to play in quarter number 3. The Red squad leads 104-93. Reggie Miller lets fly from 3, no good, and it's knocked out of bounds, and the red team takes over. I think we should start looking at the 24-second clock and see how many seconds go off the clock before a shot's thrown up. Let's take a look at this possession. They've had the ball for a whopping 7 seconds, and Cooper fires away, no good. Brickowski with the rebound, and he's called use of the hands. Foul on Frank Brickowski. Let's keep going back. That was 7 seconds possession before a shot was thrown.
They're not even up the clock, are they? They're just really getting down the court and shooting the ball in. A lot of long shots, a lot of 3-point attempts.
We've got a whistle, stoppage of play.
Okay, will you put 5 up there, please?
4:25 left in the third quarter.
It's the penalty situation, so we're in the bonus situation. And the white squad will go to the foul line, and they'll try to get to the 11-point lead that the red team owns. It's 104-93. There's a shot at Bob Thornton, who he played his college days here at the University of Cal Irvine. He was an anteater.
Do you think he ever thought he would come back and play pro ball right here in Orange County?
Small world. He began his career with the New York Knicks and now a member of the Philadelphia 76ers. As Bob makes 1 of 2, and he's got a total of 8 points on the evening.
Got to give credit to the outstanding job the crew's doing tonight.
They are doing a good spot. You saw the block there. We didn't have to call that one. Levingston off glass. The veteran out of Wichita State with a running one-hander off glass.
That lights up the crowd here. Who do you think they're voting for out here? Who do you think they're going for?
They're really just rooting for everyone.
Favorite color, probably.
I'll tell you, we've had a lot of guys who have put on some good showtime. It'll be tough to pick the top player of this contest. Brickowski for 3, no good. Rebound Schayes.
My assumption would have to be the white team. We got a lot of Lakers on the white team.
Thornton's layup is up and good. As Bob relives the day of yesteryear when he played in the PCAA.
White has come back.
All slapped away. Picked up by the white squad. They're only down by 6, 104-98. Reggie Miller's got the ball, 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Game shot is blocked by Armen Gilliam. Surfing Jack gives off to Cooper. Brickowski to Helly. He draws the foul, and Surfin' Jack will put up a pair from 15 feet away.
Going back to our crew, we don't have, we've got a full crew tonight. We've got Tom T. Hall in the truck, along with Mike McGuffin, and the truck courtesy of Cablevision and Dave Richmond. Want to thank those guys for making a last-minute switch and getting us to televise this game tonight for all the people here.
4,800 people on hand, max capacity of 5,500. They did sell out, but I guess 700 people just felt like buying tickets. There are no shows for the game, but close to a sellout crowd this evening. One of two is made by Surfin' Jack. And here comes the white team. They're only down by 8, 106.98. Levingston puts one up for 3. Theus, his shot. Gilliam misses on the dunk, and here comes the white team. They're on a 4-on-1 break.
Hey, what can you say? Showtime.
Cliff Levingston has been one of the people putting on the show tonight. He's up there for possible most valuable player honors.
Beautiful inside pass by
Reggie, and Bob Thornton picks it up. The white squad just down by 5, 106-101.
They stepped up the pace here, Mark.
Miller for 3. Bullseye, Reggie Miller. Oh, my.
106 to 104. Red up by 2.
Surfin' Jack misses the dunk, and he draws the foul, as you see on the Slam Jam cam there. Surfin' Jack to go to the foul line.
Hey, they came to play now, huh?
They sure have.
Great basketball action at UCI. Jack Haley at the line.
Substitution, Darrell Griffith in. He replaces Frank Brickowski for the red squad. 2:24 remaining to play. I'll tell you, this has just been end-to-end action. There's a look at Surfin' Jack shooting a pair from the charity stripe. Misses the first.
Michael Nunn just trotted by us.
Second 2.
Boy,
he is the IBF middleweight champion of the world. Recently got the decision over Barkley. Oh, the attempted alley-oop. Miller for 5-point shot. Good. Tied at 106 as we approach 2 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Griffith no good from 3-point land.
Hey there.
Darrell comes by to say hello to me, and I just kind of let the ball come towards our side here. Darrell, he hustles, but he didn't feel like jumping over the monitor and myself to pick that one.
I'm just wondering when we're going to get wiped out this evening.
No good by Reggie Miller, and Armen clears the boards. Gets off to Coop. We've got 1:45 to play.
Reggie Miller makes it look so easy.
Erick Leckner is fouled by Corey Gaines.
We've had a few more foul calls in the second half than we did the first. That's usually more style and more aggressive play.
I also think the players maybe who are still getting into shape a little tired, so a little more grabbing of the jersey.
You made a great statement right there. They are probably a little bit tired. As you can tell, Michael Cooper said he was out here trying to get in some shape.
They clear the boards, and here we go. Corey Gaines leads a 3-on-2 break. Intercepted by Reggie Theus, the newest member of the Orlando Magic. Here he comes ahead, dishes off, the jumper by Griffith, no good. Loose ball picked up by Schayes. He gives way to Reggie Miller. Gives to Bob Thornton, his jumper is up, no good. Levingston underneath, he tips it in.
Finally breaks the tie.
Levingston has had himself an excellent third quarter, and the white team leads by 2, 108-106.
17-point turnaround from the white since the first half.
Michael Cooper with 2 points. His first 2 of the second half. Levingston for 3. Yes! And oh my! 14 points for Levingston in the third quarter. And right now he's got to be your player of the game.
Here's Reggie Miller skying.
No good. Levingston.
Oh, it almost looks like it was tipped in by Coop.
113-107, the white team by 6 after being down by 15 at halftime. That's a 21-point turnaround.
You gotta know Theus is going all the way.
Thornton clears. Here we go on the break. Just watch him in action. The best in the world. Reggie Miller for 2. 1:15-107. Last 5 seconds of the third quarter. Griffith takes it to the hoop. Is running one-hander. Good. And that will do it. We have completed the end of 3 quarters of the Byron Scott Challenge for Children Classic. With your score, the white team 115, the red team 109. Fourth quarter action in a moment.
ESPN Sunday Night NFL is your ticket to football's hottest head-to-head rivalries. There's one great hit after another in a schedule jammed with key interdivisional rivalries. The all-pro team of Mike Patrick and Joe Theismann bring you the head-to-head excitement of Sunday Night NFL, live on ESPN.
Something for all of you.
Score big with NFL preseason football this month on ESPN.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Ballpark Pizza Team, home of the free throw with locations in Laguna Niguel and Mission Viejo. There's a shot at the Spalding basketball, and that's what the best in the world have been playing with this evening as we're ready for the last 12 minutes of the 3rd annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children Classic. Mark Heller, Paul Higgins, glad you can join us for all the action as the 2 squads thus far have amassed for, if my math is correct, 224 points through 3 quarters.
The last 6 minutes of that third quarter, they really stepped up the pace. The white team has a 15-point deficit to go up, 115-109. Great, exciting basketball action, Mark.
Cliff Levingston scored 14 points in the third quarter for the white squad to bring them back from a 15-point halftime deficit. They now have a 6-point lead. That's a 21-point turnaround. It's amazing. The best in the world. You're looking at them play here at the Brent Event Center on the campus of UC Irvine. There's a shot of me and Paul as you see us on camera there. Good wave. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Jack Haley said that he was telling the guys, hey, we're on the white team. Ever since he said that, they came back. That's what sparks, I think, that turnaround. They don't want to get... Nobody wants to lose here tonight.
Nobody. And we'll be speaking to the most valuable player of the Byron Scott Challenge for Children Classic afterwards. At this point in time, my vote goes for Cliff Levingston. Who do you like?
You know, he's done really well. Reggie Theus, probably, if you're going to go halves, MVP the first half would have to be Reggie Theus in my book.
Okay.
Second half, we've got a quarter left. You never know what can happen.
And here we go. Last 12 minutes of action. Jumper no good. Tripucka clears. Gives off to Griffith. Theus is hammered.
Actually, in my book, I guess if you're going to have an MVP of the game, because the cause of the game has to be Byron Scott.
All right. Reggie Theus of UNLV, when he goes to the foul line, let's talk some UNLV trivia. Reggie Theus, who played for the Runnin' Rebels in the mid to late 70s. Before last year, he was a member of the highest scoring college game in college basketball history. Who did they play, and what was the score? If you get this one, the pizza's on there.
I know that's a 2-part question because I could maybe answer in the sense of who scored the highest last year, Iowa Marymount.
And who did they do that against?
They did it against a foreign team, if I can remember correct.
Well, you were kind of close. United States International University. I'll give you half a point.
That's
Continue.
Right.
You're on a half roll.
Well, you're going to have to come up with the first part of that question. I'm a little lost.
Okay, the year was 1976. The score was 164-111 as UNLV beat, yes, a famous college basketball power, Hawaii at high-low.
Oh.
So if you pulled that one up, that's why the pizza was on there.
Now, was that game in Hawaii? Or?
That was in Hawaii. Reggie had 14 points. Glenn Gondo Gondrzak led all scorers with 30 points in that contest.
There you have it, Mark Keller with the trivia question.
Yeah. I'm just full of plethora of basketball trivia here today. It might be trivia, but it's fun fast. 11:26 to go. White leads it by 4, 115-111.
Great way to spend a Friday evening at UCI, watching some outstanding basketball.
And there's a shot at Erick Leckner. The youngster with the Utah Jazz played his college ball at the University of Wyoming, played along with star Finis Dembo. free throws, and the white team clears.
This is quite a
Byron ahead. Jumper no good.
Mark, this is quite a media event for everybody here. I think everyone probably looks like they brought a camera with them, trying to get some nice tight shots of their favorite pro basketball players.
Not too often you get NBA action in Orange County, so the fans really soaking this one up. So are we. Theus, jumper no good. Rebound, Kurt Rambis. Intercepted by Darrell Griffith. Nice play. Jumper, no good. There's Kurt Rambis of the Charlotte Hornets. He gives to Sidney Hammerhead Green. The jumper by Baby G is no good, and Theus pulls down the rebounds.
All the way down to Tripucka.
Tripucka, no good.
Gary Grant, watch him fly. Back to Gary Grant inside.
Ready flag. Grant is lighting it up.
Oh.
Eaton intercepts. Here comes Baby G. Jukes gives to Rambis. Oh, and he's blocked by the hammer. But he draws the foul.
What beautiful ball control with Gary Grant. For all you Clipper fans out there, you got to take the ride up to LA this year and see Gary Grant in action.
Kurt Rambis, the man they call Rambo, and what a change of lifestyle for Kurt Rambis from the championship Lakers to the fledgling Charlotte Hornets.
I think what he likes most about that change is that Kurt Rambis is playing probably 90% of the time. He's really stepped up his role at Charlotte, and people like to see him play. Inspiration to a lot of young athletes, and what a heck of a nice guy he is as well.
With the Lakers, he was a role player. With the Hornets, he's a star, along with Kelly Tripucka. And there is the man they call Rambo. Pulls down the boards. Gives off to Byron. Byron's just been having fun. He's got one field goal and 3 points, but he's like, this is my game. I'm just going to dish it out and let all the other guys score. Mark Eaton gets blocked by Erick Leckner. My, oh my. Kelly with two as Kurt Rambis was going for the academy off that play, and Kelly returns the favor.
Gary Grant.
They're just having a ton of fun. And the bodies going to the floor. The question is, how much poundage is falling down at a time?
Got 117 white, 115 red with 9:28 left in the game. I don't know, my prediction might come shy of that 150 mark, I guess, but
you still got 9:28 to play, so it's anybody's ball game. Sidney, the Hammerhead Green, to go to the foul. And I have to admit, I did not know that was his nickname entering tonight's action.
I think they created a lot of nicknames tonight. I think Surfin' Jack Haley was a little bit surprised when they said Surfin' Jack.
Sidney's been having a good night, though. He's got 18 points, looking to tack on 19 and 20.
That's right. They call him Mark Eaton, the big man, big and beautiful.
Big and beautiful. He's certainly big, beautiful, I question, but if I'm talking to him face-to-face, I won't question.
Darrell Griffith from the Utah Jazz, number 35. They call him Duncanstein.
Yep.
Who comes up with these names?
They get the nickname somewhere along the road. 119-115. The white squad leads by 4. Jumper no good by Leckner. Rebound Griffith, and he's got 2.
Smallest man inside the paint gets the rebound and gets the 2 points. Makes it a 119-115 game white.
And Darrell has a total of 21 points in the contest. Byron for 3. No good. You're watching them, the best in the world, and you're watching them on Times Mirror cable television.
From Byron to Grant.
Rambis to Green. Thicka. 123-115. The white with an 8-point lead as Byron's squad has the lead. They were down most of this ball game. Took the lead late in the third quarter. Reggie Theus for 3. He's short.
A little bit short. First quarter, he might have made that shot. Showtime. Gary Grant's going to turn some heads in the NBA this year.
Gary Grant's another guy who's given us some showtime, and he has a shot as a possible MVP honors. Coop man in, he replaces Darrell Griffith, who takes a seat. Griffith Griffith has had himself a good contest as well. A lot of guys who have performed well this evening.
It's been an all-around effort. Let's see if the Reds going to come back and try to stop.
Mike Coop was trying to take Byron's pocket. Green with the J, and he buries it. Sidney also up for possible MVP honor.
I'll tell you what,
He's been lighting it up. You know he's my inside favorite, member of the New York Knicks.
Theus inside.
Theus on Eaton, that's an even height matchup. Leckner misses the jab.
Red ball. Calling a red ball.
And it will be red ball. A little bit of an argument on the call there. Byron and Coop ready to go the distance. Michael Nunn will step in if he has to.
Theus inside.
Leckner for 2. He's got 4 on the evening.
Steal by Kelly.
Here comes Tripucka on the break to the hammer. Gilliam, his jumper kick.
Quick 4 points for them.
And Armen has a total of 11 points in the contest. 127, 119, white by 8. We've got 7:15 remaining to play in the contest.
Gary Grant. Inside
to Mark Eaton. Eaton to Rambo. To Sidney. Draws the foul.
Not too many fouls.
I'll tell you, even though this game, a lot of kidding around and stuff, I am impressed with the play of Sidney Green. He has really done the job. And of course, the referees are doing a great job as well. They're Greg Willard and Russell Wells.
That's the comment by our stats man, Ray.
Yes.
Ray had to get a sense in there.
To the foul line, Sidney Green, as you take a look at the veteran. First shot is good. Sidney, a one-time Chicago Bull.
Mark, for many of the people here, this is the first time probably that they've seen the NBA in live and in person.
That's certainly true. And it's a 10-point lead, for the white. 129, 119, 6:55 remaining to play in the contest. Armen Gilliam jumper is up, and it's no good. Eaton clears, gives off to Byron. Byron ahead to Grant. Grant takes it 1-on-3, dishes off to Green, back to Grant, loses the ball in traffic, picked up by Byron.
Check out that
3-pointer. No good.
Great defense by Michael Cooper.
Here comes Reggie Theus, the newest Orlando Magic. Gives off to Coop. No good. Wholesale changes for the white squad coming up. Gary Grant ahead into the forecourt. Coop on him, dishes off to Sidney, his layup good. Sidney is just ripping it up.
Got 6 minutes left, and the white is leading 131 to 119.
The hammer to Reggie. He's out of UNLV to New Mexico to Wyoming. His layup good. I could probably just call the whole game, not say a guy's name, and just say what school he went to.
That's pardon me.
Just call the players' schools instead of their names.
Yes.
Grant out of Michigan, ahead into the forecourt. The Wolverine, Big Ten, you gotta love it. Screen by Sidney, sends Coop flying. Eaton loses that. And Michael Cooper gets the award as the ham of the night. He's been having a whole heck of a lot of fun.
A technical knockdown here on Cooper.
Sidney Green using the body. Wholesale changes. And Sidney, who's had a good night, takes a just well-deserved rest. Got Sidney Green with 28 points on the evening. White squad clears. Bob Thornton ahead to the forecourt. Gaines to Schayes to Levingston. Jumper good.
Off of the backboard. Beautiful shot. Uses the backboard. Something you don't see often.
Nope, the off glass. They love to use the switch. Jumper by Surfin' Jack is good. He draws the foul. So Surfin' Jack showing the Southern California faithful that he can take it to the hoop. They'll look to complete the three-point play. We've got a score, white team 133, red team 123. Exactly 5 minutes remaining to play in the third annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children Classic.
Jack Haley's been to the free throw line a couple times.
Yep, Surfing Jack, and he's made 3 free throws. He's missed a couple. Working on the foul shooting is Surfing Jack. Here comes the white squad. Schayes with the jumper. Yes. And Matt Nugget has 6 points. Danny, of course, the son of longtime NBA great Dolph Schayes, who played with the Syracuse Nationals. Leckner, no good. Haley, the rebound. His shot, no good. Tripucka on the baseline. Oh, good! Oh, he almost puts it in. Kelly is just primed for showtime.
Bring some life to the crowd here.
The veteran out of the University of Notre Dame. Levingston loses the handle. A little sloppy right now. White by 11. 135, 124.
Michael Cooper bringing the ball up.
We've got a packed house here. 4,800 on hand to watch this one and enjoying every moment.
Hey, they're fighting inside a little bit, getting a little bit aggressive.
They sure are.
As you know, it's the young guys. Schayes.
Barring any big-time change, my vote for MVP is Sidney Green. Who do you have? I've got Sidney, who's poured in 28 points this evening.
If you're looking at points, he's got to be the MVP, Mark. 28 points, 135 to 124. White over red, 4:18 left in the game.
Cliff Levingston, excuse me, he's got 29, so those two up for the honors. Cliff Levingston and Sidney Green. Maybe go to Levingston because he's been a little more of the showtime performer this evening.
Reggie Miller from three-point territory.
Yes! Miller has 5 field goals. 4 of them are three-pointers. And the white team leads by 11, 137, 126. We've got 3:55 remaining to play. And remember, the proceeds from tonight's game going towards Children's Hospital of Orange County, South County Community Clinic, Samaritan Medical Center in San Clemente, and the Byron Scott Children's Fund, LTD. And they have raised a lot of money with this big crowd. Michael Cooper with 3 as you hear Coop filling the air.
Brings the game to 137, 129, white over red.
Levingston, no good. Rebound, no good. They're fighting for it on the boards and tapped in by Bob Thornton. 139, 129, white by 10, and time running out on the red squad. Reggie Theus with 2. And Reggie, who is red hot in the first half, his first 2 points of the second half.
Really cooled off.
And Levingston draws the foul. Cliff has been hamming it up, but he's also been performing showtime with 29 points for the veteran from Wichita State.
They're having a great time out here.
Glad you can join us. Mark Heller, Paul Higgins, and we've had 4,800 on hand to watch what has been a most entertaining ball game. And of course, the funds being raised today is the key, and that's why we're here.
That's right.
Just having a lot of fun talking to you.
Great charities. Yeah, we haven't seen each other since, the basketball season?
It's been a while.
Looking forward to a great, outstanding football season coming up, and I know we'll be doing some games with Dimension Cable. I'll be covering probably 4 to 5 games a week on Athletes in Motion, starting just in a couple of weeks with what they call Hell Week.
All right, I was waiting for the plug in your show there, Paul. Levingston makes 1 of 2. He's got 30 points on the evening, 140, 131, and Levingston the other end with the block. And he high-fives it. He goes, that's right, give me the lock. Reggie returns the favor on Cliff. They're just having a good old time. Reggie Miller on the break. His layup, no good. Rebound, Levingston, he draws the foul.
Miller wanted that one.
He sure did. Cliff wanted it, missed it, but he'll go to the foul line.
Miller sporting the only black pair of sneakers on the court, his patent black sneakers.
Cliff Levingston has just been lighting it up. 30 points, the white squad leads 140, 131. 3:05 remaining to play in the third annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children Classic. And Cliff will be shooting too. We're here at the Brenham Event Center on the campus of UC Irvine. First shot up and no good. Since we're kind of in the process of winding down, I'd like to thank everyone who made this telecast possible. Executive producer Carrie Cooper, producer Mike McGuffin, directors Mike McGuffin and Tom Hall, technical director Dave Richmond, on camera Bill, give me the knee pad, Sendra, Chris Haug, Vinny Amore. I'd like to thank everyone who made it possible to bring you the game this evening. This is Mark Keller along with Paul Higgins. Brickowski for two. Off to Levingston. Miller running one-hander is no good.
Reggie Theus coming up. No look pass.
Off Reggie's hands, and the white squad takes over. They lead by 8, 141-133, 2.5 to go.
Hey, 9 more points, and they get in my 150 range here.
Corey Gaines for two, the New Jersey man. He has 6 points on the evening.
143 to 133, white over red.
Coop misses the three. Griffith misses the tap. Brings it back out. They need some three-pointers down the stretch, does the red squad. Thornton clears for the white team. Off to Levingston. He's been the star of the game. And almost puts it another two.
One-on-one.
To Miller. He's grabbed, throws it up, misses. Down by Bob Thornton.
Bob Thornton takes down the old UCI basket.
And Bob Thornton with 16 points. Brickowski, baseline jump, short, rebound Schayes.
I don't think
the white squad's got this one in the pocket. 145, 133, 138 remaining in the contest. Levingston good. Unofficially, I've got him with 34 points.
Theus way up.
Theus for three. Error ball. And Reggie hears it from the crowd.
First special error ball tonight.
Yes. Oh my! Levingston with 36 points. Your MVP as the white squad leads by 16. 149-133. We hope to have a chance to do a post-game interview with Cliff, who's the MVP of this contest. He's got my vote. Does he have yours at this point?
I think so.
It's been showtime.
We've just been informed that we didn't know about it.
To Griffith, to Darrell.
You might have heard the PA announcer that we're going to have a slam dunk contest. Hopefully we'll be able to stick around for that. If not, you've seen some exciting basketball.
We are down to the last 56 seconds. 149-137, white by 12.
Again, special thanks to Dave Richmond, technical director, at the truck for us tonight to have this game for you on Dimension Cable.
Levingston, oh my!
151, Mark. I told you to get in the 150s, and we got it in the 150s.
And we're down to the last 45 seconds of action. Theus, good off glass. Down to 40 seconds, and the white squad's got this one in the pocket. They lead by 12. Levingston for three. No, a rare miss by Cliff on the evening. Here comes Armen of the Phoenix Suns. Off to Theus. No good. Gilliam says, I'll take that for two. We're down to 20 seconds, and the white squad leads by 10.
Alley-oop?
Yes, to Bob Thornton, who has 18 points.
Thornton and Haley look a lot alike. That Superman look.
17 seconds remaining. White squad leads by 12. It's just been quite an action-packed ball game. Can't ask for anything better than this on a Friday night.
Here we go. 5 seconds left.
Theus for three. And Reggie ends it as he started it with a three-pointer. With their final score, the white squad 153 and the red squad 144. Paul, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Great game. Great performance by all the players. The fans were treated to such exciting talent here in Orange County. Bringing the NBA to UCI.
Levingston was the leading scorer. He had 37 points, and he is our MVP in the third annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children Classic. Unbelievable.
Great game. You can see that the players,
the guys just filled it up tonight, and of course the key is that the proceeds from tonight's game go towards the South County Community Clinic, Children's Hospital of Orange County, Samaritan Cultural Center of San Clemente and the Byron Scott Children's Fund.
All for a great cause, Mark.
And that is really what it's all about. What a ball game tonight. What can I tell you? They just filled it up, gave us 4 quarters of plenty of action. The white squad, 153, and the red team, 144. Mark Keller along with Paul Higgins, glad you could join us for all the action.
We gave you some trivia, gave you some exciting basketball, a couple interviews.
And in a moment, we'll be speaking with Cliff Levingston, who is the MVP of the 3rd annual Byron Scott Challenge for Children Classic. And why don't we, okay, we're going to go to a break, and we'll talk to Cliff Levingston after these messages.
Oh, my God.
We're speaking with the player of the game, Cliff Levingston. Cliff, tonight 37 points, and you just put on a show. I mean, on the court scoring, but you were also hamming it up a lot.
Well, I just enjoy playing basketball, especially in these charity games, because during the season I don't get to do a lot of things that I do out here. I'm a role player on my team, and whatever it takes for me to win on the court, that's what I'm going to do. And, coming out here, I get to do the things that I would like to do on the floor, but I don't get a chance to do.
And really what it's all about is the charity events, and you've been quite busy during the off-season.
Well, I play in about 5 different charity games in the summer, and I just try to go around to different cities and just, participate and give a little bit back to the communities that these are the people that make us what we are today, and it's, give them a chance to see us all together, but not on our team, but together playing as well as a unit.
But you had mentioned that you had one of the charity tournaments down in San Diego. Why don't you tell us a bit about that game back on August 8th?
Yeah, that was a great game. We had Michael Jordan, Magic, Reggie Miller, Spud Webb. We had a lot of guys, and it turned out great. We had a sellout, and it was at the San Diego Sports Arena. It's there every year. We're going to go back again next year, and hopefully it's going to be a great success like it was last year.
And you said you played one other charity event in Atlanta this year.
Yeah, I played in one in Atlanta, and then I have another one to play in Atlanta. I'm playing Dominic Wilkins' UNCF charity game this Saturday.
Just quickly, just in closing, how do the Hawks look this year, and how do you think the squad's going to do? Promising young team.
Well, we have to put some pieces back together this year. We fell apart last year toward the end of the season. Now it's time for us to pick back up. We had a couple injuries toward the stretch, and Kevin Willis was out. So with Kevin Willis coming back and bringing the second unit back together, that's going to help us out a lot.
Cliff, congratulations on tonight's play as our most valuable player.
Thank you, Mark.
Cliff Levingston, who's the most valuable player as he pours in 37 points. You thought you caught Showtime before. You haven't caught anything yet. Let's go over to Paul Higgins as he calls the slam dunk contest.
We are in the midst of our slam dunk contest with Cliff Levingston and Michael Cooper. This is Cliff Livingston's second attempt. Underneath the leg. Byron Scott on the microphone. Cliff Levingston and Michael Cooper in the slam dunk contest. There you go. This shot of Michael Cooper getting ready to slam and jam. Michael Cooper. Cliff Levingston on his third try here. See what he's going to do. Maybe off the backboard. Slam and jam.
They're just slamming it up off.
Good shot of Cliff Levingston. Michael Cooper getting the press to try his third attempt. Starting at half court. Great attempt by the Coop. Getting in some extra activities after an outstanding game. The UCI Brent Center, all done for charity. Proceeds go to charity. Michael Cooper. Oh, yeah. Michael Cooper shows why that he's picked to be a participant in the slam dunk
So Paul, as
contest.
they attempt each dunk, are you giving them a rating here?
There he is, underneath the leg.
10.0.
Finally made the underneath the leg. First time I've ever seen that slam dunk. That's the end of the slam dunk contest here at UCI. Wrapping up things. I'm Paul Higgins for Mark Keller. This has been a presentation of Times Mirror, television of Orange County through the facilities of Cablevision of Orange. As you can tell, we're wrapping things up at the UCI Brand Center. We'd like to thank everyone, our executive producer, Kerry Cooper, producer, Mike McGuffin, directors, Mike McGuffin, Tom Hall, technical director, Dave Richmond, on cameras, Bill Sendra, Chris Howd, Vinny Amori. Again, I'm Paul Higgins for Mark Keller saying so long from the UCI Brand Center here in Irvine.
I guess what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Right there. There you walk.